Last week, last weekend was Memorial Day. I heard from more than one person asking me, why is it we want to glorify war? I explained that I think Memorial Day is more about honoring the war dead than it is about glorifying war, but I could kind of see in those conversations how it could all get conflated. It's similar to how our representational republic gets conflated with the two-party system and the democracy. In a republic, everyone has a voice. And in the process, there's something for everyone, but not everything for everybody. Somewhere we stopped having that adult conversation. Last week, we welcomed David Buck to the call, and he talked to us about healing from trauma, suffering, being in emptiness, entering into polarity, and then merging the suffering and emptiness into healing. It basically means we complete the cycle of trauma, and we don't need to keep falling into the same trap and ending up in polarity over and over again. We don't need to get over it or ignore it, but we can see it and identify it and empathize with it. And in the process, we can make something out of it. None of us like war. We've all been traumatized by it, affected by it, saddened by it, and horrified by it. But we've made something out of it. We've made it into Memorial Day. Welcome. Welcome to Conservative Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. At Conservative Coffee Hour, we're creating a space here each week so we can have conversations about the country we all want to live in, healing and getting back to the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness stuff. And how do we do all that? Well, Dave Buck was on the call last week, and he started out by talking about how we all need to do a little healing. We're all moving out of trauma, starting with suffering and then being in emptiness. And then we need to move on to polarization phase so we can exit that and merge into suffering and emptiness and experience the healing. On this call, we've presented this concept in various ways before, even though we didn't really realize it at the time. Because what healing looks like is being engaged and taking action. Dave Buck presented this idea in the form of a general jural assembly last week. And Paul Engel from Constitutional Study has presented this as the Patriots Group he started. Previously, we heard from John Tegas from Patriots Pub, and it all speaks to the same idea, basically being a catalyst for change and taking action, which is a euphemism for healing. When we move out of the polarity of party politics, we start to see everyone together. It's the e pluribus unum of being a republic, and it's worth waving a flag for. On Memorial Day, a friend remarked that as much as she'd like to pick apart the design of the American flag, she really couldn't do so because it's excellent. As we dissected the design together, we noticed that it has all the exclusiveness of the original 13 colonies, yet the inclusiveness of all the states. It's the e pluribus unum of the few and the many. In this country, we want everyone together. It's one people out of many, not many people out of one. We don't have to like everything, and all we're really looking for is the opportunity to like something out of it all. Somehow we got sold on the idea that we have to like everything or agree with everything, that it was our way or the highway. But naturally, we can see that that approach is only going to please a few, and it's an ever increasing few. We've talked about this before, that we need to focus on what we can do, and the idea that in fact we don't need everybody. We just need like 10% of people to be engaged, and out of the 10%, only like 3% of those people to actually be doing something. None of us know for sure where we're going in all this, but the idea is to be in motion and take action. They say that you should never talk about politics or religion at a cocktail party because you'll never be invited back. We're not asking you to talk about either one because we're talking about our constitutional republic And that's the best kind of adult conversation we can have. It doesn't get any more inclusive than that. If you'd like to join us at Conservative Coffee Hour is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. I'll be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.